Hey, what's up, Robos? I just wanted to make some eye-to-eye contact with you guys and let you see my face and hear my voice and talk to you a little bit about my vision for Robo DAO, which is ultimately to become our vision for Robo DAO. As you've seen, we've been setting up the multi-signature wallet, and the idea behind that is that we can all move together as one. Like if someone has an idea, they want to set up a proposal, other members have a chance to approve it. It's not just me or Signal coming up with an idea and then gathering support and then bearing all the responsibility for whatever happens with that idea. Um, so if we decide that we all want to invest in something together, then we all share responsibility. If we lose, we take the L. If we win, we share the profits. It'll all be based on a voting procedure. I've had some recent ideas where we might be able to gather some funds, and once those funds are in the DAO wallet, then anyone can launch a proposal that says, hey, let's split these funds up among holders, or let's take these funds and move into another investment. I quickly wanted to say that I'm really happy to be back and more involved with Robo Revolution again, and with Bored Ape Solana Club in general, especially with a second collection on the way. And you know, the more cylinders firing together, the better. Um, this has been a long road for us, and a lot of you have seen me have my own ups and downs, and you guys have seen me get frustrated with the project and with the team, and where I'm at now, man. I am thriving on acceptance. The path that I've been on in this last year, the biggest lesson that I've learned is to accept people, to accept situations, to accept things, to accept is being what it is. So I'm here to generate ideas. Maybe I'm kind of taking the lead again to help us organize into being an actual blockchain tool, sub-DAO. But the idea is for the DAO to be a true decentralized organization, and for all of us to have a say in how we move forward. I do have a couple of ideas of things that we can do with the multi-signature wallet once it's completely set up. If any of you are expecting that wallet to be set up quickly, I'm sorry to disappoint you. It is a process, because once we have two members on the wallet and someone else wants to join, those two members have to vote on the proposal and approve that next person to join. Then when someone else comes along and wants to join, those three members have to vote. And then when someone else comes along, four members have to vote. So if your wallet's been submitted and you're not able to join the multi-sig yet, it's because we're still waiting on other members to vote. And everybody's just voting yes, because they know that I'm submitting wallets that have come to me through tickets. So I wanted to talk about my idea, and this goes back to when we first started RoboDAO, the idea that we could raid and collab with other communities. And if we can collab with other communities that are having a lot of success, that's awesome. I will pour my energy into making that happen and helping those communities and going into their Discord and joining, rating their tweets. I'm leaning more towards building something in the bear market, looking at some projects that have a lot of potential, and that we can possibly join. And I have some specific ones in mind, and the idea is to contact the founder and say, hey, if I can bring you my entire sub-DAO, or as many participants in the sub-DAO as possible, over to follow you on Twitter, raid your tweets, join your Discord, vibe with you in your Twitter spaces. Will you gift the DAO some NFTs. And I have one founder already that's willing to do that. And that's the team that did OG Women, which OG Women has held its own. Now the project that we're looking at is OG Men, which did not have a good mint. Their floor price has been really low in the last few weeks, but I've been talking to Atan daily, and he showed me all of his plans for moving forward. He's been burning NFTs. He's also been going in and sweeping the floor and bringing their floor price up to like half a soul. So also, like, I'm a big holder there. So how do I get rid of that, like, that special interest? You know, I can't just ask the sub DAO to go raid another project when I'm holding like 60 NFTs from that project. So what I'd be willing to do is donate a hefty percentage of my holdings, you know, whether it be a third or a half, to the sub DAO. And then, I mean, it doesn't have to be this specific community. It's just a workflow on how it would work. Let's say I donate a large amount of NFTs, from which they're worth half a soul each. I mean, of course, if I listed them for that right now, you know, they might not sell for that. I might mess the floor up. That's not what I'm looking to do. But let's say that we do move forward with inviting Atan over into the Robo Discord and getting to know him and seeing his vision a little bit more and helping him build out his project. He's going to give us a bunch of NFTs. I'm going to give the DAO a bunch of NFTs. And then whenever that project does bounce back, we have the option of staking them, or, you know, for Woot, or, you know, selling them. And the idea here is absolutely not to hype up their project and then dump on their floor. This is like being genuine, actually trying to help them build and benefiting from it as a group. Another project that I'm not a major holder in, I've got maybe 10 or 15 generous robots. They have a really good utility with their, they have like a website where you can basically just like finance blue chip NFTs that you might not be able to afford. And, you know, their project at one time was amazingly successful and profitable to be in. And that's not where they're at now. But sure, I'm a holder there. In this case, I would also be willing to donate some of my own holdings and reach out to the founders over there and say, hey, if I can bring a crew over to, you know, help raid your tweets, join your Discord, build a project, you know, can you give us some NFTs for our DAO wallet? There are other projects that come to mind. There's Solguaz, and another one where I'm a huge holder, right? I think I got like way too many Solguaz. And again, I would give a third of those or half of those to the sub DAO, and then we could reach out to Homeschooler and say, is there a way, you know, our participation can help you build this back up? And he's doing the same thing. We've been seeing him sweeping papers and bringing the floor price back up. So I don't think he has thrown in the towel at all. I was tempted to reach out to him to ask his advice on this idea, and I hadn't. I just thought I would talk to RoboDAO first and just see if there's any enthusiasm at all on moving in that direction. But there's like 3 projects that we can stock or DAO wallet up with a bunch of free NFTs. They might not be projects that are booming right now, but maybe with a little help and with the return of the bull market, those projects will do well. So the idea is, you know, to get you guys to generate your own ideas. Let's discuss them. I'd really like to start doing some Twitter spaces where we're sharing ideas like this and discussing the pros and cons. There's other projects I can think of that are just really good at hosting Twitter spaces and really good at vibing. They have a nice following. They keep the vibe up. There's music going. Everybody's fucking laughing, and that's something we can build on or strive to have, is like some lit Twitter Spaces. You guys, if you stuck around and watched this whole video, thanks for your time and attention and your help with Robo DAO. And for you guys who know that I just went through a couple months of some major family struggles and just could not be present in the Discord, I really appreciate that you all have just hung around and kept Robo Revolution alive. And what we have going for us is the robot traits are great. People are always going to be enthusiastic about the robot traits because they're just cool. And in this last couple months, they may not have had a lot of utility or purpose, but you guys have really kept Robo Revolution alive, and I appreciate you all. And I'm here now to pour some time and energy into building it to where we can all grow together. Someone asked about what kind of investment of time is it going to be on me if we do join these other communities and we start raiding their Twitter and joining their Discords. And here's the answer. The investment of time is whatever amount of time you want to put into it. This is not like an obligation. The only thing you have to do to be a part of RoboDAO and to benefit from profits that we make is hold a robo. There's no obligation out of that. I don't feel like dividing up the work and saying, oh, if you raid this many tweets, then you get this percentage of the holdings. No, this is just for those of us who are enthusiastic and want to build. This is something for us to pour our energy into. And I'm not going to die upon this hill. If you guys don't want to do it, we'll do something else. All right. Love you guys. Let's talk more and chat, and let's get our Twitter space going soon. Love.